Many AI tutorials will have you create an NPC that run after the player in under 5 minutes. The general idea is, if you can do this, you can do anything. The problem is, once you are done following the step-by-step instructions, you are stuck. You are stuck because you want your NPC to go from running after the player to fighting the player, but don't know how. You then start planning and coding and burning hours like a stack of candles, just to end up frustrated with your NPC doing anything else except what you want them to do, and a lot of spaghetti that should be functional code. Why is creating good AI not easy? In 2017 at GDC, Naughty Dog did a talk on the AI of Uncharted 4. The AI of the first three installments mainly stayed the same. The problem was that using the current AI created a lot of manual work for the level designer, having to do a lot of markup. So they started building systems to replace most of the level markup. In some instances this worked great, but not always. One of the issues they had was that the sniper NPCs didn't always pick the best positions. They would create all these complex systems to pick the best sniper position, but it always fell short. It is easy for developers to overcomplicate AI design by reverse engineering how a human would do something and then build systems accordingly. The level designer already built the intent into the level, with the best sniper locations clearly visible. They realized that not all level markup can be replaced by a system. They ended with a much simpler system that would use the level designer markup to select the best sniper locations. Always look for a simple design that will deliver on the required outputs. How can we have the NPC move towards the player in a more interesting way instead of just running after the player? Let's have a look at The Division and how Massive Entertainment approached game AI. Massive Entertainment, a Ubisoft studio, did a presentation on the AI of The Division in 2016 at GDC. In 2019, AI and Games by Tommy Thompson did a deep dive with Massive Entertainment on the AI of The Division 2. The Division has 11 archetypes, each with their own behaviors. The most common archetype used is the Assault NPC. The Assault NPC prefers to use cover for movement. While moving between cover, the Assault NPC may fire at the player. Once close to the player, the Assault NPC will leave cover and circle strafe around the player while firing. Well, that sounds easy. Move cover to cover, when close, circle the player while firing. You immediately would think, how do I approach this? Let's first look at what else goes on under the hood of the Division. The Division uses a behavior tree, which happens to be the default of Unreal Engine. The Division has subsystems, which helps with directing the NPCs. The Division uses level markup. By using these points as a guide, we can build our own solution. Let's look at what's needed for cover movement. A cover point actor used to mark up the level, an EQS query to find all the cover points, blueprint script to run the EQS, a blueprint script to use the EQS results and find the best cover, backboard property to store the selected cover, and behavior trees. Something many of the AI tutorials out there do is cramming all the logic into one behavior tree. We are going to follow a more structured approach. This will not only make creation easier, but also debugging and expansion of the behavior. The first behavior tree will be a basic tree shared by all NPCs. Each behavior will be a sub-behavior tree and executed using the run dynamic behavior node. This behavior tree will also host behavior tree services. Creating a behavior tree service is very simple. Just create a blueprint class of type pt_service_blueprint base. The perception service will set the perception state and last known location based on the perception data received from the NPC. The behavior service will select the current behavior based on the perception state. The first sub-behavior tree will be move and will execute when the current behavior is moved to. This behavior tree will use blackboard properties named move to location and last known location. The move service will set the move to property based on the current behavior. The only thing this behavior tree will do is execute the move to task using the move to location blackboard property. Up to this point, we created what most other tutorials do, an NPC that will run after the player. The next behavior is use cover. Same as with move to, this will run as a separate behavior tree. Find cover uses the blueprint scripts to run the EQS and find the best cover point. Find cover is a custom behavior tree task. As with behavior services, create a blueprint class of type behavior tree task underscore blueprint base. Now this is where our structured approach starts to pay off. Move to cover, reuse and execute the move behavior tree. The movement behavior tree service is updated to get the cover locations. You hit play just to find that the NPC toggle between the same cover points. Why is this not working? The EQS is set up to select the nearest cover points. The blueprint script used to find the best cover point only selects the first available cover point. This results in the NPC going back and forth between the same cover points. How do you fix it? In the division, locations are selected around the player's last known location. In our instance, locations are selected around the NPC. This will require a new EQS query. It may look similar to the previous one, but look at the value of search center. Search center is set to a custom context that returns the last known location of the player. To create a custom context, create a blueprint class of type inquiry query context underscore blueprint base. Update the blueprint script running the EQS to use the new EQS query. The second thing done in the division is decrementing the selection radius, causing the NPC to move closer to the last known location. Oh snap! How do we do this? EQS queries allow for parameters. Add a new parameter to the EQS query, update the blueprint script to set the value of the parameter. Hit play and now the NPC moves between cover towards the player. Final touches would be to have the NPC crouch behind each cover. To do this, create a use cover task to set the NPC to crouch. Add the use cover task to the use cover behavior tree. Update the find cover task to stand up. Now the NPC will crouch while using cover movement to approach the player. Next up is circling the player while firing. How do you implement that? Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.